In a small village nestled at the edge of a dark forest, there lived a brave and cheerful man named Rizwan. Rizwan wasn't afraid of anything, not the howling wolves, the rustling trees at night, or the eerie silence that blanketed the village after sundown. He always said, "Fear only lives in your mind. If you don't let it in, it can't scare you." One night, as the full moon cast long shadows across the village, Rizwan decided to explore the old, abandoned mansion at the top of the hill. The villagers whispered tales of a ghostly girl who lived there, a girl named Sarah who had been haunting the mansion for years. No one dared go near the place, but Rizwan, with his heart full of curiosity and courage, set off toward the mansion with a lantern in hand. As he approached the mansion, the wind picked up, and the trees seemed to whisper secrets to one another. Rizwan smiled and said to himself, "What's there to be afraid of? It's just an old house." Pushing open the creaky door, Rizwan stepped inside. The air was cool and the silence was thick. Cobwebs hung from the ceiling, and the floorboards creaked under his feet. But Rizwan wasn't afraid. He explored room after room, finding nothing but dusty furniture and faded paintings. Suddenly he heard a soft giggle. It wasn't a scary laugh, more like a playful one. Rizwan turned around and saw a girl standing at the end of the hallway. She had big, curious eyes and wore an old-fashioned white dress that looked a bit too big for her. "Hello there," Rizwan said, smiling warmly. "What's your name?" "I am Sarah," the girl replied, floating just a few inches above the ground. "Are you here to play with me?" Rizwan realized that Sarah was the ghost the villagers were so afraid of, but instead of feeling scared, he felt a bit sorry for her. "Of course, I'll play with you," he said. "But first, tell me why you're here all alone." Sarah's smile faded. "I've been here for so long, and no one ever comes to play. Everyone is too scared of me. But I don't want to scare anyone, I just want a friend." Rizwan chuckled. "Well, I'm not scared of you, Sarah, and I'll be your friend. Let's play a game." Sarah's eyes lit up. "Really? You'll play with me?" "Of course," Rizwan said, pulling out a small wooden top from his pocket. "Let's see who can spin the top the longest." Sarah clapped her hands in delight, and they spent the rest of the night playing games, laughing and talking. As the first light of dawn crept into the mansion, Sarah thanked Rizwan for being so kind and brave. "You're the first person who wasn't scared of me," Sarah said. "Thank you, Rizwan. You've shown me that I don't need to be lonely or scary anymore." From that day on, the villagers noticed something strange. The mansion on the hill was no longer a place of fear. Instead, they would sometimes hear the sound of laughter drifting down from the hill as Rizwan and Sarah continued their nightly games. And so, the village learned an important lesson. Sometimes, the things we fear the most are just waiting for a friend to show them kindness.